We are currently on Royal Caribbean's Independence of the Seas and wanted to show you everything that this ship has to offer, from the stateroom overview to entertainment, food, and activities. So we're here on deck 15, and there's only one thing located here on deck 15. Well, actually, we're on 14, and that's the only way that you can get to the escape room that's located on deck 15. So you need to come to the area with the suite lounge here on deck 14. And when you get here, you'll see this little lounge area here, and then the staircase right here that will lead you up to what they call the Puzzle Break Center and to the escape room. So if you're looking for that, it's not accessed on the outside. You have to come here towards the rear of the ship on deck 14 where the suite lounge is. So if you're looking for a nice lounge area, this is the Olive and Twist Lounge that's located here on 14, close to where the escape room is. This is where they have entertainment and music and dancing in the evenings, and also here on deck 14 is the Diamond Club Lounge. So this lounge is for Diamond members and above only. So down here on the sun deck on deck 13, you will find Independence Dunes. So if you're into mini golf or just want a nice relaxing view while you're setting sail, right here is a great place to do it. So also here on deck 13, you'll find the entrance to the sports court. Now this is located towards the rear of the ship. So let's go see what we can find here. It looks like Perfect Storm, Sky Pad, and the Flow Rider, but I think there's even more back here. So right here you can find the basketball court, and it looks like they're set up for maybe pickleball or something here too. So you can come out here and play, and then right behind me, you can see it up there. Look at that, how high that is. That is the rock climbing wall. Now we are in port right now, so they are not running that, but I wanted a chance to show you guys what this looked like without a lot of people around. So right behind me here is the water slides that is also located at the rear of the ship in the sports area, where you can race or just go down by yourself on each side of it. And this goes down 3 stories and, you know, twists and turns, and pretty fast looking at some of the people going down it. The other is, of course, their famous Flow Rider. And this is like a surf simulator that you can get on, just have fun, boogie board, lay down on it, try to stand up if you are a daredevil. The time we were watching, I didn't see anybody that was able to stand up, but several of them tried. Back here, you'll also find the Sky Climber. This is for kids and is, well, not sure what they're supposed to be. It's some type of an art thing. But it is surrounded by nets, so if your kids do climb on it, they'll be safe, or at least should be in theory. So all of this back here is included in the price of your cruise. Now they do have the Sky Pad. However, bad news, they shut those down across all the ships. In the front of deck 12 is where you're going to find the most relaxing place on the ship, and that's a spa. You can find a fitness center here too, but it's just 1 floor down on deck 11. So at the rear of deck 12, if you're looking for the kids area, that's where you will find it. The teen area is back here, as well as the Oceaneer Club and some of the smaller areas. You'll also find the arcade. And I find it kind of funny that you have to walk through the arcade to get back here to the kids clubs area. So somebody thought that one through, didn't they? Here on deck 12, you'll find another entrance to the Challengers Video Arcade, as well as Johnny Rockets. Now we had a little trouble finding this because we thought it was located inside, but it's actually outside towards the back of deck 12 here. So as you can see, they have good menu to choose from. However, this is considered a specialty restaurant, so it will cost you extra. So here on deck 11, you'll find the solarium. Now this is the adults only area. So if you're looking to escape the kids, this is where you go. Well, if you're 16 and older anyway. So they do allow 16 and up in the solarium area. Sorry, tongue-tied there. But your kids can walk through here. It is perfectly fine. They just can't hang out. Located midship is two main pools, the resort pool and the sports pool. The resort pool has a couple of whirlpools to enjoy, and there's also a whirlpool located between the two pools, I guess towards the front of them. Also, midship is Splash Away Bay. This is a great area for the kids to enjoy. They have water slides, a splash area, sprinklers, and everything you need to make sure to get nice and soaked, including this huge dump bucket. If you're looking for a lunch spot, well, Deck 11 has that too. Located towards the back of Deck 11 is Fish and Ships. It's like a play on word, fish and chips, but fish and ships. This is a combination of complimentary and a specialty restaurant. Now, they do have a lot of the stuff here that is complimentary, like I said, but they do have a couple other options that will cost extra. So just behind Fish and Ships is the entrance to Windjammer, the main buffet area here on the ship. But something that's a little bit different on this one, as you go into the buffet area, there's also two other restaurants that are located inside there. As you go in, you will find Chops Grill and Giovanni's Italian Restaurant. So if you are looking for these two specialty restaurants, then just go to the Windjammer, and they are located just inside. Decks 10 through 6 are mostly staterooms, so there's not a lot to talk about there, but I do want to show you around ours that was located on Deck 8. Here we are on the Independence of the Seas, and we just got into our stateroom. Now, this is an older ship. I think it was built around 2000 and early 2000s, and it's definitely showing its wear. So some of the furnishings, as you can see, are kind of nicked up and kind of faded. The carpet definitely is a little wore. The couch looks like it came out of the 1970s. But overall, I mean, it's really not that bad. It looks like a lot of the main areas have been renovated. The rooms still need it. And I'm going to show you around the room right quick because there are some outlets and stuff in here, but it is lacking. It definitely doesn't have the modern updates that some of the newer ships have. So let's take a look around. When you first come into the room here, you can see the bed. Well, this is kind of a queen. It's a little bit bigger than a queen. They call it a royal king-size bed, which it's basically just two twin beds pushed together. Now, overall, the room is fairly spacious. However, it doesn't have any receptacles. As you can see here on either side of the bed, it does have some reading lights, but if you want to plug up your equipment or your electronics, you have to do it over here on the desk. So if you have a lot, you might want to bring an adapter. I know this looks like a fridge, but it's not. It's just a cooler, as it says on the front of it here. It just keeps things cool, not cold. Now, your bathrooms are your standard cruise ship bathrooms. There's not a lot of room to move around. They did have some spacious countertop area here where there was only just two of us, so it wasn't too bad. The showers, on the other hand, are quite cramped, as they are on most cruise lines. They do have the soap dispenser here, so if you forget some of your toiletries, this does help. They do have this clothesline hanging up inside the shower here for all of your wet clothing or your swimsuits if you need to let them dry. So we did get a balcony room on this cruise because I really like the balcony rooms. And as you can see, it locks here, but you just open it up and just slide. These really get stuck. And we've had questions about how kids get in it. If you have small kids, that takes a lot of force to really open, so you should be okay. And if you come out, follow me out, this is a really good sized balcony. It's got a lot of room out here. The chairs and stuff are really updated. It looks nice. And look how this rail, I mean, it comes up right here on me, and I'm 6'2". So if you have some smaller kids, you really don't have to worry about them climbing over, especially if they're down here. And like I said, being 6'2", it hits me right about the center. So overall, my impression of the balcony is pretty nice. It's got a nice glass. You really can't see around. It's fairly clean for an older ship and some nice furnishings. Once you get down to deck 5, that is the promenade area. That is the main area, main attractions of the ship, I guess you could say. That's where you'll find the shops and, well, Soriano's Pizza, as you can see here. They've got some great pizza if you want to go there. They've got the next cruise desk, guest services. You'll find Vintages, Cafe Promenade. So this is the place to go if you want a quick snack. And the pizza place, Soriano's, is open till 3 a.m. So when everything else is closed down and you want a snack, that's the place to go. There's also a little pub area there that stays open really late. So if you need to grab a beer or just relax with your friends, you can go there as well. So starting on deck 5 here at the rear, on deck 5, 4, and 3 is the main dining room area. If you have a set dining time, be sure to look at your cruise card. It will say under the dining section on that card what deck number you're at and what time to be there. If you've made reservations, they should be on there as well if it's the same set dining schedule. If you have My Time Dining, well, on this trip it was on deck 3 and my card does say My Time. So make sure that you look at that and you go to the right area when it is time for your dinner. We're here on deck 5 at the front of the ship, and right outside here is the Star Lounge. This is where they have a lot of the game shows, trivia, different things, especially in the evening if you're looking for an event. Just go through the promenade all the way to the front of the ship and you will find the Star Lounge. And right off the side of the Star Lounge is where we're at right now. It's the library. So if you want a quiet place to go, you're looking for a book, or you need to use the computer, you'll come here to the library that is right off the entrance to the Star Lounge. At the front of deck 3 and 4 is the Royal Theater. This is where you'll go to see the Broadway shows. On this one we had Grease, or any nightly entertainment they had, like comedians or other shows that may be on your cruise. On deck 4 towards the middle is Schooner's Bar and Izumi's. That is the sushi restaurant. Now you'll need a reservation for this, and it does fill up fast, especially on shorter cruises. So if this is something that you want, then you should book it as soon as possible. In the middle of deck 4 is the Royal Casino and Playmaker Sports Bar and Grill. They also have a small arcade here. Now Playmakers is a specialty restaurant, so the food here will cost extra. This is a good place to go to watch a game or just enjoy some drinks with friends. Just past Playmakers is Bolero's Bar, and all the way to the rear is, like I said, the main dining room. We're here on deck 3 now, about midship, and this is where you will find the art gallery, as you can see behind me here, and the photo gallery, and they're all kind of right here together. Also at the front of the photo gallery, so once you walk through the art gallery with the stairs, and then the photo gallery here, you'll come up on Studio B. And here is where they do a lot of their game shows, their ice skating shows, and it's also a place where you can come and ice skate yourself. So it's typically only maybe once or twice a cruise, depending on how long that is, so keep an eye on that, and guess what? It's free to do. They also have laser tag here, and it's typically on a shorter cruise only once or twice as well, so keep an eye out for that. It's usually, like on this cruise, it's open for 5 hours, but it's free as well, so make sure you don't miss out on these free things. I hope that this video was useful for you, and if it was, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you on the next adventure.